Hi guys, this is Grandma Cheap Cheap, and welcome back to my vintage kitchen. Today I am going to bring to you the tomato and basil jam. It's only 72 degrees today, and it's been just stifling hot last week. So this week is supposed to be tolerable. That's a word my mother or father would use, tolerable, the rest of the week. So it's an excellent time to do some canning. So let's begin. What I have here is a cup and a half of regular granulated sugar, a lemon, looks good, 2 heirloom green tomatoes, and I'm only using these because they are getting kind of soft and I want to use them up. I don't want to waste anything. I know you all have seen these cherry tomatoes and the golden sunburst tomatoes, a package of each, and this is for a small batch of that tomato basil jam that is excellent. You won't regret making it or using it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to just half my tomatoes, and I'll then add the sugar, and that is supposed to rest or let that just marinate in its own juices for about an hour. So the next step that you'll see is the half tomatoes and the sugar. So I'll see you soon. I've sliced up the tomatoes and they are just beautiful, aren't they? The color is vibrant, just like summer. And now I'm going to just add the sugar, 1.5 cups of sugar. And make sure that the sugar is incorporated in all these lovely tomatoes. Are going to get sweeter. I'm going to cover it because I'm going to go out for a minute, for an hour. And in about an hour, hour and a half, when I come back, then these should be ready to process. See you a little later. It's been about 2 hours since I put the tomatoes in the sugar, and see how much liquid came from those tomatoes, just drew it out. So I put it in a pan now. And I've got my canning jars ready and my canner ready. What I want you to see is that you don't have to use a canner per se. I have stock pot here, just a big pot with a lid. It's not even what I call real big, but that's what I'm going to use for my canning pot, and I've already got my jars and my lids sterilized and ready to go. Okay, so I'll move back over here. I have the lemon ready to be zested and the juice squeezed out of it. Now this has to boil, stirring continuously for about a half hour. Now with tomatoes, you don't have to use any pectin or anything like that, because the beauty of these babies is they release their own, they have their own pectin, and it's a beautiful sight to see. I think the colors in here are beautiful anyway. Like I said, it looks just like summertime, and it's just a beautiful jam. So, oh, another thing that I wanted to tell you about. Since this pot that I'm using is just a big soup pot or bean pot or stock pot, I don't have a rack that fits the pot. So what I'm going to use is my steamer. You can use that too. If you don't have a canner, water bath canner, don't let that deter you from canning. Just get a big pot with a lid on it that sits perfectly on the top, and use something like a stock pot. I put my steamer basket in there. Let me just show you. I'm not sure if, oh, you can see it. See, the steamer bath is right there. This is boiling up. Let me stir this down. And even if you don't have a steamer basket, then another thing I have used is just remnants of tin foil, and just ball it up, put it in the bottom. Necessity is the mother of invention. Listen, I'm going to have this, I'm going to stir this constantly over medium-high heat and let it reduce until it's over half reduced. But when I see that the pectin has started developing in the tomatoes, then I'll come back with you in a little while, okay? Okay, while I'm waiting on my mixture to reduce, I'm just zesting the lemon zest off the lemon. As you see, it comes out very delicate and fine, and on the microplane. But you ladies who are starting out in the kitchen, you who are new to the kitchen, don't be deterred and don't go out and buy a zester. I actually like, if you have a box grater, which is one of the things that you should have in your kitchen starting out, get a box grater and just zest that lemon on your box grater. I actually like it better, but the pith is a little, you get a little more of the pith. But if you can see that, you can still zest without having a microplane. So don't let that discourage you. Yeah, I actually like the box grater better than the zester. Now, I need to have the juice of my lemon. So what I'll do is get that now. I don't really mind lemon seeds or orange seeds, citrus seeds in my foods. I'll take it out for you, but I like that little surprise when you're eating something. You know it is homemade. So I'm gonna leave some in there, and I'll remember that on this day, recording this video, I let the seeds go through. And there's a lot of them. I don't think I'm going to let that many go through. Okay, guys. When this reduces, let me get a little zest here. I'm going to come back with you and show you how beautifully the pectin sets up. So I'll see you soon, okay? And this is over medium-high heat. Okay, the tomatoes and sugar and lemon have gotten quite thick. I hope you can see that. Nothing else additional is in it. I boiled it on medium-high, and it's been about a half hour. Now, this is some basil from my garden, which is doing extremely well. And I'm going to put that in last minute. Now, FYI, we're in the middle of a storm, and it did scare the bejesus out of me just now because it was like a big thunder boomer. So I'm trying to get this video completed. Hear that? Maybe you didn't. Okay, so I'd say this is about, I don't know, a quarter cup. Maybe not that. It's this much basil. And I'm gonna add it to our tomato mixture. Now, FYI, when you cut basil, just use it as quickly as possible because I think the word is oxidized. It turns black. And it doesn't mean that you can't use it, it's just not attractive. So, don't chop it up if you're in the morning if you're going to use it in the evening. Oh, that smells delish. And you can also smell the lemon in it, and I saw a few seeds. Now, I have my I have my jars prepared. Let me turn on my stove in the back here. I don't know how many this is gonna make, but I am going to try for 3. We're gonna put, after we have jarred it up, excuse me, okay, I'm going to turn off my my tomatoes here and just jar this up. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. And it takes exactly 2 spoons for these little half pints. Gorgeous. Okay. Okay. So if you follow the instructions, you'll get 3 little half-pint jars of this lovely tomato jam. Let me just pour a little bit in here. Okay, what I'm going to do is wipe the collars of these jars clean. Put my lid and my rim. Put it in the canner. Wipe my jars. Now, I know that you're supposed to have about a 1/2 inch clearance space, but this I didn't give it a 1/2 inch because I didn't. So, let me bring this up to a boil. I'm going to process this jam for 10 minutes, and I'll be back with you.